In Springfield, Missouri, a mother was found dead in her home. The daughter, long seen as a fragile victim of illness and abuse, was now at the center of a shocking story. What had appeared to be a life of control and suffering would reveal a carefully orchestrated plan of escape and murder. But she did not act alone. Someone vulnerable, someone loyal, someone easily influenced became her instrument. Enter Nicholas Godejohn, a young man with autism, socially isolated, and struggling to understand the world around him. Intelligent in some ways, naive in others, he trusted easily and longed to connect. To Gypsy, he was perfect, obedient, impressionable, and willing to follow her lead. Through online communication, Gypsy built his trust, guided his actions, and drew him into a plan he could barely comprehend. Nicholas wasn't just her boyfriend, he was the pawn she needed. In the early hours of June 14, 2015, around 3:00 a.m., Dee Dee Blanchard was murdered by Nicholas Godejohn, acting under Gypsy's instructions. Gypsy and Nicholas stayed in the house for several hours afterward before leaving Springfield together. For 2 days they remained in Springfield, carefully avoiding detection, before boarding a bus to Wisconsin, heading to Nicholas's family home. Meanwhile, neighbors, alarmed by unusual posts on Dee Dee's Facebook account, discovered the crime and called 911. The investigation had begun. Early media reports described Gypsy as a missing person. But the truth was far more complex. She had left Springfield with Nicholas, eluding authorities briefly, while neighbors and law enforcement pieced together the crime. Eventually, both were captured in Wisconsin, setting the stage for one of the most talked-about trials of the decade. While Gypsy negotiated a plea deal, emphasizing the years of abuse she endured, Nicholas faced a jury trial and received a life sentence without parole, highlighting the stark contrast between the manipulator and the manipulated. Nicholas Godejohn's interviews reveal a young man caught in a web of manipulation. Socially isolated, autistic, and eager to please, he trusted Gypsy completely. In his own words, he acted out of loyalty, confusion, and the belief that he was helping her escape a life of torment.
You've been here a long time waiting on me to get here?
Oh my gosh, I've never been.
I tried to get here as fast as I could. Are you tired?
I stayed awake the entire time.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk to you, and I guess you said you wanted to talk to me, so
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
All right, I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You probably want to know what's going on with Gypsy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to answer your questions for you. Did you get something to eat?
No, they offered that to me.
But you didn't eat?
I ate something before that.
Okay, what did you eat?
They're called ham sandwiches. I guess they offer that with mayonnaise as well.
Oh, do you like mayonnaise?
Well, I don't like them with bologna though, so it's usually the mayonnaise. But not when I just have bologna because I've been like so worried sick about Gypsy.
Okay, we're going to talk about Gypsy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Gypsy, okay?
Okay.
Because I know you got a lot of questions, and I want to answer your questions, and I want to talk to you, and see what's going on. Okay? Before I do, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights. Have you ever been read your Miranda rights before?
It sounds familiar.
Sometimes they do it on TV.
Back to the hotel.
Okay.
Just to rest.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And we ordered food, and we were pretty much just resting there because we didn't know what else to do because it was.
Where did you order food from?
One place was Domino's.
Okay, and they delivered it to your room?
Yep.
Okay, so Domino's delivered to your room, and where else?
And the other was Papa John's.
Papa John's, okay. And then did they both deliver on the 11th?
No.
Oh, okay, so
They were on separate days.
Okay.
One time was on the 10th.
Okay.
And the other was on the 11th. And then when I had to leave on the 12th because that's what I scheduled mine and hers for.
Okay.
We were able to get the bus, but after we got on the bus, we had trouble getting all the way up here, pretty much because the bus in Chicago, it was full, so we had to wait for a second bus.
Okay.
And yeah, it was frustrating.
Yeah, at least you guys were together, huh?
Yeah, I agree.
That's good. Okay, so did you guys go out anywhere to eat?
We were thinking about doing it, but we figured it was safe because my mom, she's a worry freak. If she knows I'm in another state, she's gonna leave. Apparently, for what she told me, she was a basket case while I was down there.
Okay.
Because she was so worried about me. But she told me to stay in the hotel, and that's pretty much why I did it.
Okay.
She was just.
Because she told you to?
Yeah, because she feared for my safety.
Okay. Okay. So then you guys get on the bus and then you guys get here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Did you ride a Greyhound each time you went?
Yeah,
All the way
yeah.
to buses?
There was no other bus station.
So where's the bus station stop at here?
Here it stopped in Milwaukee.
Okay. And then how did you get from Milwaukee to your house in Big Bend?
My mom picked us up.
Oh, okay. So then would you call mom and say, hey, we're here, come pick us up?
Yep.
And so was that the first time that your mom ever met your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess she's your girlfriend if she's your
Yeah, she
girlfriend.
is. Yeah, she is.
And you love her?
Oh, do I ever?
You love her a lot?
I was bummed my eyes out waiting for this moment where I can talk to you.
Okay.
Because I was so worried about her.
Yeah. I think she loves you too. We spoke to her and for a long time. And I'm kind of thinking maybe she loves you a little more than you love her. Because you're sitting here telling me things that I know aren't true. And then she's sitting here telling me things that are true. And if you really love her, I don't think that you would want her in that situation, okay? The situation that she's in right now. And so we're going to go down two paths here, okay? And that is just you're going to have to be honest with me. Because if you love her, if you love Gypsy, can you tell me this first?
Okay.
Did Gypsy know that you were going to kill her mother?
Honestly, she asked me to.
Okay. So Gypsy knew you were going to do it because Gypsy asked you to.
Yes.
Why did she ask you to do that?
Because she felt it was her only way to be with me.
Okay. She felt like if you killed the mom, then that's the only way she could be with you.
Yeah.
Do you know the mom's name?
I don't know her real name. All I know is that she goes by Dee Dee.
Dee Dee. Okay. So, has Gypsy asked you to kill anyone else?
No.
Okay. She just wants you to kill her mom.
Yes.
Okay. And how did Gypsy ask you to do that? Did she ask you to do that in a text message, on a Facebook, or in person, or something different?
Well, it was more than once. I mean, you had Facebook. We would talk about it on there. We would talk about it even on Texas.
Okay. And what kind of things would Gypsy tell you that she wanted you to do?
She wanted. The thing is that I know she loves her mom a lot. I know she does.
Yeah.
I had I was up here with her, and she felt guilty about the whole situation. I had to make sure she was safe. And meaning, like, I had to make sure she felt like she could be comforted by
you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, and then the truth is, okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her mom. I will admit it.
I know. Okay.
The only reason I did it is because I did it for me and her. That's the real reason I did it. I would have never did it if it was not for me and her.
Okay. So you wouldn't have done it if somebody else would have asked?
No.
Okay.
There's no way I would have did it for anyone else.
Okay, so you just
I
did.
truly do worship her to the point there's nothing I want to do for her.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think you've proved that, right?
Yes.
I think that you've proved that you do what she asked you to do, if that's the case, if she did ask you.
Yeah, she did ask me.
Okay. And she asked you more than once?
Did
Did she ask you while you were here?
She asked me more than once because what happened was at first she wanted, because the thing was is that she wanted to do it herself, but she was too, what's the word, not cautious, it's, I guess skittish is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
She didn't want to actually do it
Okay.
because she couldn't live with herself doing it.
Okay.
And as for me, I honestly to this day I still feel guilty about it.
Okay.
I do.
Right.
Because I learned so much about her mom after she told me and more about it after actually being able to live with her for a while.
Right.
I actually realized how great of a mom she was.
Okay. So it kind of makes you feel a little guilty.
No. I feel a lot more guilt than that.
Okay. Okay. Cause so Gypsy's telling you about her mom.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, how
okay.
she is and her accomplishments and all, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when you came here to Springfield, that was your purpose to come here so that way you could do that for Gypsy?
Yes, because I wanted to be with her and I wanted...
So did Gypsy know you was coming here then to go ahead and kill Dee?
Yes.
Okay. So why did you guys decide that you would stab her instead of shooting her with a gun or poisoning her or beating her with a bat? Like, why did you guys decide stabbing would be what you did to kill her?
Honestly, the thing is we really wouldn't have known how to poison her. Honestly, we wouldn't have known how to.
Okay.
He did not fully understand the consequences. He carried out the act while Gypsy guided him every step of the way, illustrating the devastating power of manipulation over vulnerability. In court, Nicholas expressed fear, regret, and bewilderment at the role he played, a tragic figure, punished fully by the law for actions he was coerced into committing.
All right. I have a couple more questions. Did you think of anything that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, actually I did.
Okay.
Because, that's pretty much what me and Gypsy talked about before we got here.
Okay.
I just have a question based on like truth versus lie is pretty much what it is. What I
Okay.
was wondering is when it comes to like telling them the truth, other than being honorable, we're also like kidding. Because I honestly don't understand.
Okay, wait a minute, I don't understand your question. Say it again.
I'll ask it again. I said other than telling the truth, other than being honorable, where else will it get me?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, it's honorable to do the right thing. I don't know. Like, my job isn't to know what's going to happen to you. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. My job is to talk to you and get the facts of the situation, make sure it matches the evidence, and then talk to you about any other time you might have done something like this, or how we could keep this from happening again. You know, things like that. So, have you ever done anything like this before?
Nope.
Okay. Have you ever killed anyone else?
No.
Are you sure?
I know I haven't.
Are you positive?
Yes.
In Wisconsin, Gypsy was arrested and interrogated. Initially presenting herself as a frightened daughter, she eventually admitted to planning the murder and manipulating Nicholas into executing it. The interrogation revealed the full scope of her orchestration. She had designed every detail without directly committing the act herself. The story of the murder was no longer just about a death. It was a story of control, strategy, and exploitation. But before she would take any accountability, she acted devastated to hear about the passing of her mum, clueless as to the course of events that led to Dee Dee's passing, and even fearful of the man she had just puppeteered into killing her own mother. While watching these clips, I think it's important to pay attention to Gypsy's behavior. She wanted to be seen as a victim, even though she was pulling the strings.
If you're involved in this, then you need to be honest with me. You need to tell me now and not wait till later. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to understand that there's just some things going on that you need to be made aware of, and I think that you're aware of it. Okay. All right. My concern at this point. Let me back up with something. You're here. Do you know where you're at right now?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you at right now?
I'm at the Waukesha Police Department.
Okay. All right. And how did you lived in Missouri at one point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did you get from Missouri to here?
Not about a week ago. It was it all started when I met my boyfriend Nick.
Okay.
And we met on an online dating website. My mom had a laptop, and so I used hers.
Okay.
But
Then let me back up for just a second, okay? Earlier when I said let's be honest with each other, okay? I'll be honest with you as long as you're honest with me, okay? And I want you to understand that your honesty goes a long ways, okay? You don't want something in this nature to be like a big snowball. We'll use that as an example, okay? You don't want that snowball to be so big that you know how when you pack a snowball and it's real small, and what happens when you start rolling it down a hill? It gets bigger, okay? And what happens if you start telling lies? They get bigger.
Bigger and bigger,
You don't remember which ones you said and which ones you told, and as soon as that thing gets so big, it goes down the bottom of the hill and it crashes into a lot of people, okay? I mean, a lot of people, all right? And it hurts a lot of people, right? Because it's so big and it crashes and hurts it. Now, if you're telling the truth, that's not going to happen, is that right?
Right.
Okay, so that's kind of why I want you to be honest with me about this, okay?
Absolutely.
About some things, all right?
absolutely.
So we need to, I'm here, okay? Because I don't think that this is something that you, the intention wasn't there. You know, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. I think that you're a smart person, okay? I think that you, sometimes you get dealt a bad hand, and I think sometimes that's what's happened with you, okay? And I want you to understand that you need to be honest with me, and if you're involved in anything that I'm about ready to tell you, then you need to tell me, okay? Your mom's dead, okay? Now, what I want to ask you
Wait,
is,
what?
your mom's passed away, okay, and she's deceased, all right? Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this? Okay.
No.
Hang on, listen to me for just a second, okay? I want you to understand something, okay? Remember the snowball that we talked about? You remember the pencil that we talked about? I'm going to demonstrate something with a pencil here, okay? Look at me. Look at me for just a second, okay? Sometimes people are going along, you know how you got a pencil? You got the lead here and you got the eraser right here, right? You know what I'm talking about? You've seen a pencil, right? You've used a pencil before, right? Okay. And when you write with a pencil, you write your own story, right? Okay. And you take that pencil and you're writing along with your story. Well, sometimes some people make mistakes when they write stuff down, don't they? We've all made mistakes. You've made mistakes. I've made mistakes, right? You ever made a mistake in your life?
Yeah.
And I've made mistakes in my life. And hang on just a second, okay? When you're writing this stuff down, a chance to rewrite your story. And I think that's what you can do, is you can rewrite your story tonight. Okay? Like I said earlier, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. You know, I don't think that that's you at all. And you're not out here, you know, doing things that are so bad that nobody wants to talk to you, nobody wants to be around you. I don't think that's you.
No,
Okay?
it's not.
But what I do think, okay, what I do think is there's some stuff going on that you and I need to talk about. And why these things happen, okay? And that's where we're at with this, okay? Now, I want you to understand something, that you need to be, look at me, okay? Look at me for just a second, okay? You're in a situation where you can help yourself right now, okay? And that's what you need to do, okay? You've got to help yourself, okay? Because the more and more you let that snowball roll down that hill and get bigger, what's going to happen is it's going to explode. And that's what's going to happen with you, you know? You don't want that, do you? I don't think you do. I wouldn't want that. So we've got to rewrite history. We've got to rewrite some things, don't we? Okay? And I think that's where we're at with all this, right? What happened with your mom that night?
I don't know what happened with my mom at all.
Okay, just listen to me, okay, sweetheart? You know what happened to your mom, okay? You know exactly, sweetheart, listen to me. Let's not go down that road of taking your pencil and writing a bunch of mistakes down. And then when you get to a certain point, that paper's gone, and guess what? You can't erase it, can you?
No.
You can't erase it anymore. Do you want that?
No.
I don't think you do. I think you're smart enough to understand where we're at with this, okay? I think you know, okay? And I know that you know, all right? I wouldn't be here if I didn't know. And I know the answer to a lot of these questions, okay? I already know them, okay? I know them, and I'm giving you a chance to be honest with me, okay? Because you don't want this thing to spiral out of control, okay?
No.
Your boyfriend's in here, okay?
Oh, he's here.
He's in here, okay? All right? And do you think that we've not talked to people?
No, I know.
Listen to me before you say a whole lot. Do not dig yourself in a bunch of lies, because what's going to happen, that snowball's going to get so huge, sweetheart, that it's going to explode on you, and you're never, ever going to dig yourself out of it. Do you understand me?
I understand.
So I want to know, okay, why?
Why?
Why did you guys hurt your mom? Okay,
We would never.
sweetheart,
hurt
look at me, look at me, look at me. I've got kids, I've been doing this for a long time,
I know, sir.
and I want you to understand something. Don't dig yourself that hole. Don't go down that path, okay? Because, listen to me for a second. You go down that path, and what's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen if you go down that path? It's not a path to go down.
If anything, I don't tell lies.
Okay, then don't sit here and lie to me, because if you do, what's going to happen is it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You're not going to remember the ones that you've told other people, okay? Other people that I've probably already talked to. You understand that?
I understand.
Okay. Why?
Would you like me to start from the beginning?
I only want you to start from the beginning, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. And I'm glad you're making that progress, okay? I'm proud of you for that. But the first thing that we need to get out of the way right now is why. That's the biggest thing. You know, you've got friends that love you.
Of course,
and
I
care
know.
for you.
I know,
You and your mom
Yes,
have
of
friends
course.
that care for you.
I
And
know.
you know what? They're down the bottom of this hill with that snowball, and they're asking all these questions. They're asking why.
I know.
Now, help me give them an answer as to why. Okay? You have to give me an answer as to why, because they are so concerned about you.
I know. I have a lot of friends in Missouri. I know that.
Okay.
And, I would never hurt my mom.
Okay, sweetheart,
Never would.
do you really want to dig yourself? You're digging yourself deeper. Okay?
No, seriously, I would never hurt her.
Listen to me, okay? I don't play around with that, okay? I'm not going to play around with this, okay?
Sir, I didn't do
Listen to me.
anything.
Listen to me. Don't let that snowball get bigger, because that's what you're doing right now, okay? You have a chance. You have the opportunity right here and right now. Because once I walk out that door and that opportunity's gone, guess what? It's gone. It's just like when that paper's taken away, when you're writing that pencil, you don't have a chance to erase that mistake, okay? You need to, in your family, in your friends, you don't have very many family members, but you've got a lot of friends. And we've talked to them all, okay? And every one of them want to know why. That's all they want to know. They still love you. They still care about you. Listen to me for just a second, okay? All they want to know is why. And I have to give that to them, because they can't sleep at night. Because they want to know why. That's all they want to know. Okay? That's all they're looking at.
Sir, I have a million questions right now.
Okay?
That's all.
And you know what? And I'm proud of you for wanting to ask those million questions. And you know what? We can answer those, okay?
Okay.
But we got to get down to the bottom of why.
Okay.
The why. And your friends are very, very concerned about you. They all love you. But guess what?
Sure.
Those friends are standing at the bottom of that hill.
I
And
understand.
that snowball
I
is getting
understand.
ready to crush them, because
I
they
think
want
I
to know
said
why.
things very, very clearly. You think that it's me? Why did you think that it's me? I have always loved my
Listen to
mom.
me.
My mom and I are best friends.
Listen to me. Please don't do yourself an insult, and that's what you're doing. You're still doing it, okay? But do you not think that we've already talked to some people, okay? Do you not think that we've talked to everybody? I mean, I'm not going to come in here without having all my things in line, okay? I want you to understand that.
Of course I understand that. And
We need to get to the why. When we get to the why, then all these other questions I can answer for you, and we can move on with this, okay? And you're the person that knows the why. You're the only person that knows the why, okay? And that's where we're at with it. You're the only one that knows the why, and your friends.
sir,
Do you really want to disappoint your friends?
no, of course not.
Okay, then why?
May I please speak?
Well, when we get to the why this happened,
I don't even really know what happened.
okay,
I came here because my mother kicked me out of my house. She and I were having relationship problems. I guess she wanted me to stay a little girl forever. She didn't really like my boyfriend. And she was like, pretty much, if you want to move to Wisconsin with him, fine, go. And I packed my stuff. She basically wanted me out of the house before then because we kept on having arguments, but I'm not a violent person. I would never ever hurt her. And a lot of our arguments stemmed from being with Nick. And so I just basically chose to come here. I gave him money to come here, and I said, can you please come pick me up? Because my mom's kicking me out of the house real soon. And that's when he asked his mom, can I stay with his mom and him and his stepdad and his little brother? His mom said, fine. So, anyway, I don't exactly know the exact date he came to Springfield, but I know that I gave him the money to stay at a hotel. And, anyway, I let him know that,
hey, hang on a minute, okay? We're going in a totally different direction here, okay? We're going to get back to where we started from, okay? You listen to me, okay? Let's get back to the why. We can talk all night long about this other stuff, and I'll sit here and I'll listen to you, and I'll listen to everything. This investigation is very thorough, okay? And there's a lot of whys, and you need to answer those whys, okay? Give yourself, what about yourself? Give yourself the peace that you need. You need a lot of peace within inside of you, okay? You know, once you get this off your chest, you know, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself, first of all, okay? And your friends, okay?
my friends know me as a
Yeah,
sweet
you're
girl
right.
and as
You're
I
right.
am.
But you know what? Sometimes sweet people make mistakes. Everybody does, okay? You make mistakes, I make mistakes. But you know what? I'm glad you're not this person that's out here going around and doing this to a lot of other people, okay? I'm glad you're not that person. If you are, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to be in the same room with you, if that's you, okay? But I think what it is, I think there's a lot of frustration in your life. I think you know, there's some things that you and your mom, you know, you've already said that your mom, you kind of had some arguments and you kind of had some strained relationships, okay?
But we worked through
And you know
it.
what? And you work through it. You're right, you do. But sometimes that can get the better of people, okay? And I think that's kind of where you're at with that. I think that you're stressing your life because your mom wanted you to stay so little all the time. Finally got to a boiling point, and you just said, you know what? I'm done. You know, no matter what, Mom, I'm going to go with my boyfriend. I'm going to do whatever I want now. You made that decision, okay? But we need to get to why this happened to your mom, okay? You know what? People make mistakes every day. You do, I do, we all do. We've established that. And I'm going to establish it every time because you know what? That's what this is. It's just a mistake. That's all it is, okay? It's not something that's so huge out here that's just, oh my gosh, it's a mistake. It's a simple little
Ever
mistake.
hurt my mom?
It's just a simple mistake is all it was, okay?
I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know.
You,
If I knew the basic facts of what is going on,
Sweetheart.
my friend had, I do have a phone, but it doesn't call people. I just basically used it for Yahoo messaging app, and one of the people that had texted me, I had texted him that I was leaving home, and he texted me, and he's like, are you okay? People have been posting some stuff on Facebook, and I asked him what post, and unfortunately the police came before I could even read what he was saying. So I guess he was trying to tell me something.
okay. Do you see that that's what all your friends are wondering why? Even that friend that you're talking about is wondering why. Aaliyah's worried about you.
Aaliyah? Are you kidding me?
Look at me. Look at me.
Aaliyah's always been a bully to me.
Okay, but look at me. This time it's different. This time it's a lot different. She's very concerned about you, sweetheart. Very.
What about my Aunt Rachel?
Okay. Why did this happen?
I don't know.
You do know why it happened, okay?
I don't know why it happened.
Let me tell you something. I walk out that door.
Did she have a heart attack? She was
Hey,
sick.
look at me. We're not going to play those games. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm here to do, okay? Then start being honest with yourself. And start being honest with me. No, you're not. Okay? You're not a bad person. I don't care what anybody's ever said to you. I don't care what your family's ever done to you.
I know, sir.
I don't care that maybe somebody's bullied you or made fun of you. Okay? Well, you know what? All that rage gets pent up inside. That gets so overwhelming to anybody. I don't care if it's you, me, somebody else. You know what happens? You explode. Everybody does.
I go to church,
Okay.
and I take communion, and I release all of that.
Okay, and that's fine, and I'm proud of you for that, okay? And that's something that you need to continue to do, okay? But there again, people make mistakes, okay? You know, Jesus got angry in the Bible, did he not? And flipped the tables over, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so even he gets angry, okay? But all your friends are still down here, and all they want to know is why. They don't care about the details. They just want to know why, and they're concerned for you, and they still love you and they still care for you. Matter of fact, there's still a lot of people there for you,
I know.
and every one of them's asking me why.
Right through the mud. And
Is that something he's told you, or words that he's used, or okay? So he told you he didn't like his name being dragged through the mud by your mom. Okay.
and he said that it was his way of getting justice or revenge.
Okay. Do you know what he meant by getting justice or revenge? You know what he meant by that? What did he tell you?
He just said that she had bad talked him, that she deserved it.
And he says, did he say she deserves it, or did he say she deserves something else or something different?
Well, he said that
You
he
can
would
use
have,
whatever word you want. No trouble.
he said he would have done way worse if he didn't care about me. He said he wanted to originally rape her too.
Okay. Did you go in and see your mom?
No. I didn't want to. No.
Proud of you. I know it doesn't make it any easier, but I'm proud of you. Can you describe the knife to me?
It's sharp.
Would it be like a bowie knife, a switchblade, a butterfly, or something different?
It was a long knife.
A long
That's all
knife.
That's all I know.
Would it unfold, or would it fold up, or something different?
I don't think it folded.
Okay. Think it was just a knife with a handle, or something different?
It looked like just a handle.
Do you know where he got that at? Wasn't from the kitchen at your guys' house?
I'm not really sure. Certain.
Do you know what he did with the knife after all this?
No.
You positive?
Sir, I loved my mom so much.
I can tell you did.
I would have known. And I don't.
If you would have known this was going to happen, you would have never went with him. When you say went with him, what do you mean by that?
I would have never gotten involved with him. I would have.
Never had a relationship with him? Okay.
We've been in a relationship for 2 years and 7 months. And in that time, his exes have told me that he's very controlling. And he's into that thing, BDSM, the fetish thing.
That's a sexual thing? Okay.
And I agreed to it, I guess. And I guess it's not nothing wrong with him being a little controlling.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
Did anything ever happen here when you were in this state? Sexually, I mean, was all the sex that you had here in this state, was it consensual?
It was consensual.
Consensual, okay. But in Missouri, there was he forced himself on you. And when did that happen?
After he killed my mom.
After he killed your mom. How did that make you feel?
Horrible because of her.
Okay. Where'd you guys have sex at?
After what happened in my bedroom,
Okay.
we went back to the hotel, and he kept telling me that everything was going to be okay, and everything that he did was for me, because he worships me,
Okay.
and he wanted us to be together.
He wanted you guys to be together, told you everything would be fine. What did you think that he meant when he said that?
He said he wanted to marry me.
Okay. How did that make you feel when he told you that?
married.
Sure.
Because we talked about getting married before.
But you knew your mom was dead at that time. Is that correct or not?
That is correct.
That's correct. Okay.
I wanted to protect him. At the same time, I don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
Because I didn't do anything wrong.
This is why, from the very beginning, when I talked to you, that I said your involvement in this, and you need to tell me, okay? Because I don't want you lying to me. I don't want you leaving stuff out. Okay. What was he wearing that night that happened?
A scary shirt. It was black and it had clowns on it. Scary clowns.
Scary clowns, black shirt. Okay. Can you describe any other clothing that he might have been wearing?
A hoodie, a black hoodie.
Black hoodie.
And black pants.
Black pants. Okay. What about his shoes?
He wears the same shoes.
And do you remember what color those were?
Like an off-white. He only has, I think, one pair.
Okay.
So
Does he still have those?
if he's wearing them right now, he's wearing them.
Do you know if he has those pair at the house here in this day?
They probably are.
So the ones that he killed your mom he was wearing, he probably has here at the house that he was living in. Okay. Anything else that he was wearing? Ball cap or hoodies or anything like that? Nothing?
That's-
Okay. So you never went in the bedroom?
No, sir.
And you said that he had locked you in the bathroom? Describe how that happened.
As I was going towards my mom's room, because I was coming like here, and it's a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, where are you going? And he put me in the bathroom. He closed the door, and but first he locked the door in the way that it locked itself.
Were you inside the bathroom when you
I was
locked it?
inside the bathroom.
Okay. And so he can lock it from the outside?
No, he put it like to lock inside, and then he closed it.
So the lock was on the inside
The
where you
lock
were
was
at?
on the inside.
Okay, so how come you never unlocked it and came out?
I never thought about it.
Okay.
And
At that point, did you know what his intentions were?
not really, no.
You didn't know what his intentions were with your mom?
No, I was kind of afraid of him, so I thought I'd give him time to cool off, I guess. And then I heard all the screaming, and I was so scared that I just covered my ears. And I just crawled up in a little corner.
Where were you at in the bathroom? You
Um,
said you were curled up.
by the tub, like by the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
I was there.
What were you wearing that night?
I was wearing a white nightgown with flowers on it.
A white nightgown with flowers? And you're doing this that have flowers on the top up here?
Flowers on top.
Okay. Now, when you say nightgown, I'm not a girl, so I don't know what those things are. Can you kind of describe it a little better for me?
A white gown, long sleeves,
Okay.
white, and it was a soft material.
Soft material. Okay. Did you have panties or shorts or anything on?
No, I don't usually wear panties to bed.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit personal, okay? When you were in the bathroom and you heard your mom screaming, can you kind of describe that to me? If you can, try to start from the beginning, the middle to the end.
I heard her wake up, kind of moaning, and I heard her scream,
You heard her moan and then you heard her scream.
and
Can you describe her scream to me? I know it's an awkward question, but
startled,
okay.
and then she kept screaming louder and louder, and then she had said, Gypsy, Gypsy, and
He isn't him.
Gypsy, my name. She was calling for
She was calling?
my name.
She, your mom.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I think I knew what he was doing.
At that point, you knew what he was doing?
I knew what he was doing, but
And your mom was hollering at you for you?
I was too afraid to go because I was afraid he'd do the same to me.
So would it be safe that you kind of knew what he was going in there to do when he locked you in the bathroom? Okay. Did he tell you kind of what he was going to do? Did he make us, make a comment or any kind? Okay.
But while he was doing it,
Now when you say doing it, I can't guess. Part of my job is not to guess, so.
killing her,
Okay.
he said a comment. You won't keep us apart. You won't keep us apart. You'll be dead before that happens.
Where were you standing at? Where was he at whenever he said that?
I was in the bathroom with my hands over my ears like
Okay.
this, and he was in my mom's bedroom.
And that's when he was making that comment. You're not going to stand between me and her. Okay. How'd you get these stuff on your neck? How'd you get all that?
They're hickeys.
They're just hickeys? Okay. How'd you get this?
That is a hickey, and that one's a bruise.
Okay.
And then
You're telling me this is a hickey? You've been honest with me this whole time now. Don't start lying to me now. What is this and how did you get it? I'm a guy. I would never give a girl a hickey on her arm. Okay? How'd you get that bruise? Look at me.
he grabbed my arm.
At what point did you grab your arm?
He kept on grabbing me to bring me around the house, and he made me clean up the drops of blood.
Okay. Describe that to me.
He forced me to be naked while I was doing it.
Okay.
So, he went into the kitchen, and he asked if we had any carpet washing stuff.
Okay. What was, do you know the name of it or what it looked like? Can you describe it to me?
This one's carpet odor remover. We didn't have any stain remover.
Was it in a bottle?
It was in
or what kind of-
a reddish maroon bottle.
Okay.
And he grabbed my arm like this and said, "Clean it up."
Now, where were you at when he did that? What part of the house were you at?
The drops of blood went from my mom's bedroom all the way to the hall, into the dining room, to the kitchen. And he made me clean up each drop.
Good.
And he wanted a drink of water. So he said I could get in touch any of the cups. So grab him a cup, get him some water, and he made me give him a drink of water.
Okay. What were you using to clean up the blood? Was it like a washcloth, a towel, or something different?
Scott towel.
Scott towel. Was this something your mom had in the house? Okay. What'd you do with those towels?
We threw it in the garbage.
Garbage. Okay. Where's that garbage at now?
They took it out.
Okay. Where did they take it out to? Like the street, or did they take it somewhere in a car and take it, or something
It
different?
was, the trash usually passes on a Thursday morning.
Your guys' trash comes on a Thursday morning.
So we put it out on the curb.
Okay. When did he kill your mom?
On the night of the night.
The night of the 9th. Do you know what day that was?
I can't remember the name of the day. I'm sorry.
How come you can remember the 9th, but you don't remember the day? Can you kind of explain that to me?
Because I remember we were planning to sneak outside and see each other.
And you remember it was the 9th? Okay. All right. Anything else you need to tell me? Anything else you're leaving out? It's your last opportunity.
No, sir. That's it.
Nothing about you?
I didn't do anything wrong. He said,
You never killed your mom?
no.
Never touched her with a knife?
No, I never did, sir.
You never agreed? Told him that you knew he was going to kill her?
No. I never.
What do you think he's going to tell me?
He's gonna tell you that I came here just to see him and that he didn't do it. But
So he's not going to tell me that you had any part of this?
honestly, I don't know what he's gonna say.
Okay, I'm asking you direct and straight.
Mhm.
You don't think he's going to tell me that you had anything to do with your mom's killing? And this is the time to be honest, because like I told you, walk out that door.
He has a romantic notion of us doing everything together as a team, but I didn't want this. I wanted my mom and him to...
So did you kill your mom?
No, sir.
Did you help
No, sir.
Nicholas kill your mom?
No, sir. No, sir.
Did you have knowledge that Nicholas was going to kill your mom before he did it?
No, sir.
Okay, sit tight for me, okay?
June of 2000.
Here, she reveals the full truth of what happened. You can see just how calculated her actions were. Every decision was deliberate, and in the end, both Dee Dee Blanchard and Nicholas Godejohn paid with their lives.
15. You mentioned that you had decided to kill your mother at some point.
Yes, sir.
Was that the only plan you ever had in terms of how to get out of your situation?
Besides running away, that is the only one.
Did you have other alternative plans other than killing your mother?
Yes.
How many plans altogether did you have?
3.
Okay. Did you have names for those plans?
Yes.
What were the names?
Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C.
And could you tell us about the other two possibilities other than killing your mother?
Yes. Plan A, we already had tried that, which was to meet up at the movie theater, act like we never met before, and try and start a relationship from there, with my mother's permission.
What was the other alternative plan?
Another one was for me to get pregnant. I believed that since he would be the father, he would have to be in my life.
Now, Nick came down to Springfield again in June of 2015, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Who paid for that trip?
I did.
Why did you pay for that trip?
Again, I didn't think he had enough money.
And how did you get money to him to come down on that trip?
I stole money from my mother and I sent it to him via the mail.
Do you have any idea exactly how much money you sent to Nick?
Over $1,000.
And in these 2 trips to Springfield, how much of his own money was used?
I do not know.
Are you aware that he spent any of his money on either of these 2 trips?
No, sir.
Do you know when he arrived on the second trip?
Yes.
And when was that?
I believe it was June 8th of 2015.
And how long did he stay this time?
Only a couple of days.
And was this when your mother was murdered?
Yes.
And when was that specifically?
June 10th, 2015.
Do you know about what time she was murdered?
Maybe about 3 a.m. in the morning.
And after her murder, what time did you leave?
Maybe 6 in the morning.
After the murder, where did you go, you and Nick?
We went back to the hotel, the Days Inn Hotel.
Now, while he was on his way down here, did you guys talk?
Yes.
How did you communicate?
Text message, Facebook.
And the state has introduced into evidence a knife, and I believe it is State's Exhibit 145. Did Nick have a knife that was used in the murder?
I supplied the knife.
Where did you get the knife?
I stole it from Walmart
And why did you steal it from Walmart?
because I didn't see a knife that was sufficient enough in our own home.
There was also some gloves that have been introduced into evidence.
Yes.
Where did Nick get the gloves?
I supplied them.
And where did you get the gloves?
They were already in our house.
How did Nick know when to do this crime, time-wise, that morning?
I told him.
Who planned this murder?
I did.
Did Nick do any of the planning in this murder?
He may have had 1 or 2.
Do you know what plans he provided?
He decided what the weapon would be.
Had you discussed alternative methods of killing your mother?
Yes.
What other alternatives had you considered?
Poison, arson, a gun.
Why did you not consider poison?
It was too hard to find an odorless, tasteless poison.
Why didn't you kill your mother?
I didn't believe I could do it.
Could you explain what you mean by that?
I don't like blood. I don't like the sight of blood. Frankly, I'm too squeamish, so I just honestly didn't believe I could do it on my own.
After the murder, how long did you and Nick remain in Missouri?
Maybe 2 days.
And where were you planning on going?
Back to his mom's house in Wisconsin.
Did you encounter any problems that caused you to be delayed from leaving Springfield?
Yes, sir.
What problems?
His return bus ticket, there was no room for an extra passenger on that bus. so we had to change bus tickets. So that delayed us about a day.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's story is about power, manipulation, and knowing exactly how to exploit the weaknesses of others. She identified the perfect accomplice, orchestrated events without dirtying her own hands, and navigated a world quick to judge. Nicholas Godejohn's tragic role reminds us how vulnerability can be weaponized and how manipulation can shift the course of lives in irreversible ways. In the end, the case is a chilling reminder. Sometimes the person who pulls the strings is the one who truly escapes. This wasn't a crime of passion. It wasn't even chaos. It was a calculated escape, carried out through the hands of someone too vulnerable to see the trap he'd walked into. Gypsy Rose Blanchard knew exactly what she was doing, and in the end she walked away with her freedom, while Nicholas Godejohn will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Some call her a victim. Some call her a mastermind. But one fact remains. She got away with murder. If you found this story compelling, consider subscribing to Criminal Aperture for more deep dives into the cases that shock, disturb, and leave more questions than answers. Until next time, stay observant.